the atmosphere for the last 9 years, and Fresno has kind of become, to me, kind of what BYU was prior to me coming here.
As a player, you get all jacked up when you know it's Fresno State?
Oh, yeah. Ever since I've been here, I've learned the attitude that, our guys have during Fresno's week. And there's a lot more intensity on the field, and, people just practice harder and play harder against Fresno.
It's one of those games you get fired up for. Those last 4 games, if you don't get excited before the game, something's wrong.
I hope you're all having a pleasant evening. This is the game. Undefeated UH football team versus Fresno State Saturday night. Warriors average 52 points per game this season, tops in the country. They're first in the WAC, second in the nation, passing for 460 yards per outing. Bulldogs, though, much improved defending the pass, second in conference, 23rd in the country, giving up just 193 yards through the air. They're second in the conference in pass defense, but only 1 interception. Is that a weird statistic?
Well, it is kind of. I didn't know it until you told me that. But they, on film, are playing the defense much sounder and much better. I think the kids have bought into all the schemes, and they're doing what they've done over the last 7 or 8 years to be successful.
And turnovers in this matchup will be key. FSU has only 8 total takeaways this season, but they've given it away 17 times. They've been turning over the ball a lot. Your defense must be drooling.
Well, the name of the game is getting the turnovers, and we have to win that battle, and it gives us the best chance to win. And, if they can get our offense the ball, then it gives us the best chance to win.
Warriors 14th in this week's AP poll, ranked 12th by the coaches, 14th in the BCS poll. UH is 16th, rather, in the BCS poll. UH 8-0, 5-0 in the WAC. Fresno State 6-3 overall, 5-1 in conference.
UH's leading running back is questionable for Saturday's matchup against Fresno State. Kealoha Polaris' playing status could even be a game-time decision. Polaris has a sprained knee. He actually got hurt in the San Jose game, but suited up versus New Mexico State. For the past 2 days, the freshman has been sidelined at practice and undergoing physical therapy. Running backs coach Wes Swan says Polaris looks to be healing now, but it's uncertain if he'll be ready. The Damien grad leads the Warriors with 294 yards rushing on 50 carries with 4 touchdowns. Statistically, Polaris is followed by Leon Wright Jackson. The Nebraska transfer has 26 carries for 153 yards and a touchdown. David Farmer, who primarily blocks for Hawaii, has 13 yards on the season. And UH fans may see a new guy. Big Island boy Daniel Libre could just make his Warrior debut on Saturday. 12th ranked Hawaii kicks off against Fresno State at 6:05. There are only 8,000 tickets available. The Bulldogs lead the overall series 20-18-1.
Hello everybody, let's talk sports. Set to embark on the final stretch of the season. The last thing the UH Warrior football team needs to endure is injury to more key players. Among them, running back Kealoha Polaris says he's doubtful for this Saturday's showdown with Fresno State. Polaris, a Damien grad, is dealing with a sprained right knee, which has kept him out of practice the last 2 days. The 5'10", 187-pound freshman says he's not expecting to play this weekend, but we'll see how it feels later this week just in case. Polaris has played in all 8 games this season. Starting in one of them, he has 294 yards with 3 touchdowns on 50 carries, averaging 5.9 yards per rush. Sophomore Leon Wright Jackson has the next most carries from the running back spot with 26. He's also rushing at a 5.9-yard clip and has a 47-yard touchdown run to his credit this year. He, along with David Farmer, would likely see more snaps in the backfield Saturday if Polaris is a no-go. That's not all on the injury front either. Defensive end Francis Maka has a lower leg fracture, which will keep him out of commission for several weeks. Maka has 17 tackles and a sack this season in a reserve role. Of course, Hawaii was already dealing with safety Kei Almonte's broken shoulder blade and backup linebacker Rustin Saule's injured knee. The 14th-ranked Warriors kick off Saturday's game against Fresno State at 6:05 p.m. By most accounts, Hawaii is the 17.5-point favorite. Friday night, a new